All right, welcome back to Python class. I'm Onoyemi Akim and I will be taking you on Python polymorphism today. What do we mean by polymorphism? Polymorphism means many forms, and in programming, it refers to method or function or operators with the same name that can be executed on many objects or classes. Let's quickly look at function of polymorphism in string. An example of a Python function that can be used on different objects is the length function. For example, when we declare a variable x equals to hello world, we have it as x equals to hello world. Yes. What's the problem? X equals to hello world. Yes. Everything is fine. Indentation error. Unexpected indent. Okay. Let me just clear everything. I think the indentation was created earlier, and so we get in the Python and we say x equals to hello world. Now, when we print x, it's going to give us hello world. But when we say print length of x, excuse me, okay. So when we look at the length of x, it's going to give us the numbers of character we have in hello world, and that is 12. So this polymorphism, which is the length, can also be used with tuple, can be used with dictionary, can be used with set, and also can be used with list. I will only try out the one for dictionary. You can try out the length and the tuple and set, including the other ones on your own. So let's say, let me declare a variable x equals dictionary key to value. Remember that. So we have name to value will be done, and we have the second key to be age, and value will be 23. Now I have this as a dictionary. So when I print x length of x, I'm going to have 2, meaning that I have two values in the dictionary. So this can be done in all other aspects of iterators. Then when we look at when we look at the class polymorphism, we can carry out class polymorphism, and this is done when you have a particular method appearing in more than one class. We call it class polymorphism. For example, let's say that we have a class car. As car, remember that whenever you create your class, you need to have your init in it. So we have definition init method with the self, brand, and model as arguments. And what's the issue? Standard line 3 expected an indented block after function definition. And okay, I think I made a mistake by typing the key twice. So let me quickly create the class key, class car. Then we have def init. Okay, then I have self, comma, brand, comma, model. Alright, so then I have an expected indentation block which is self dot brand equals brand, and also self dot model equals model. Right. Now I will create a new method which is def move with self as arguments, and I want the def move to give us just a simple task which is to print drive, since we know that we all drive a car. So for that it is drive. So I'm going to create another class called boat. They both also have, yeah, an init with self.brand, self.model. We have def.move, that is the second method move, and we have sail. We all know that we sail a boat, so let's use sail for that move. Thereafter, we move ahead to plane, which is the third class that we'll be creating, class plane. And the class we also have init and self.brand, self.model, the dev move method, and print fly, because we all fly with a plane. So now that I have this, I will now create the instantiation of the three classes. So in that case, I will have car1 equals to car with the values to be inputted, that is the variable I need to create, which is Ford. Okay, let me make it capital letter F, Ford, and the model is Mustang. Okay, now we have our car class instantiation created. Now let's quickly go to the boat instantiation. So we have boat one equals to boat, and we have to create the boat model which is Ibiza, and we create the, the model which is a Touring, Touring 20. Okay, now we've created our boat class instantiation object. Then we have to create the plane instantiation object. So we have plane one equals plane, and we have Boeing, and the model is 747. Excuse me. All right. So now we've created our plane class instantiation object. So the next thing we need to do is to loop through the three instantiation objects and use the variable of the loop to call the move method from each of the classes. Thereby, we should be expecting different response from our iteration. So in that case, we say for x in, put it in a tuple, then you say car1, comma, boat1, comma, and plane1. Alright. So press the enter key, indent your code, and you write x dot move. Remember your dot notation is to link the next item you want to get. So once we click on this, we should expect our for loop to print drive, sail, fly as our response. In that case, the method move is a is a polymorphism of class. Now we have to quickly look at polymorphism of class in inheritance. So excuse me. So when we talk about inheritance in class polymorphism, we are going to talk about several aspects of inheritance. So what about classes with child classes with the same name? Can we use polymorphism there? That is a question I believe everyone will want to ask. So, and the response to that is yes. If we use the example above and make a parent class called vehicle and make car, boat, plane a child of vehicle class, then we can have our polymorphism overwritten from the parent class. So let's quickly look at the examples and you will surely understand how we make use of the polymorphism method in with the parent and the child class. So first we need to create a class. I'm going to create a class called vehicle. Right. So we have the def init and with the init we have self, we have brand, and we have model. All right. So in this, after that, we create your indentation and you put self dot brand equals brand, and then your indentation self dot model equals model. All right. Then we are going to create another method which is def move. Def move with self as an argument. We have what? Print move. So for the parent class we have move in it, which is going to print move as the output. Then we are going to create a child class. This child class, each of these child class is going to have vehicle as a parent. So I'm going to create another class called car with excuse me with vehicle as an argument being the parent. Okay, so we have our indentation. Why should we do some things? We can add pass to any one of them, or we use what? We create a new information in it. So I wouldn't make use of pass, rather I will make use of a method in it. So I will say def move, and we are going to have self. Then the move should print what? Print right. Alright, so that is for the car. Now I'm going to create another class again called boat with vehicle as its parent argument. Then I will create a method called def move with self argument, and it should give us a print out to be sale. So right, that is the second child class called boat. So I'll be creating the third child class called plane with vehicle as its argument. Alright, so in this situation, I will be creating a def move with self argument and a print statement that we should fly. So since we all fly, we are plane. So that's fly. All right. Now I have created the class vehicle, which is the parent class. I've created a class car, class boat, and class plane, which are all the child class to vehicle. Now we are going to call the instantiation of each of these child class, and we are going to loop through each of these child class. At the same time, we are going to print the brand name, the model name, and the move for each of these brand. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. So we have car one, then mix of car two equals to car, and we are still going to use the same name Ford, and then Mustang. All right. Boat two, we use boats, and the model is Ibiza, and Touring 4, oh sorry, Touring 20. All right. And the third one, excuse me, thank you. All right. The third one is plane. Thank you. Sorry. All right. The third one is we have the plane. The plane two equals to plane, and we have the variable, the values to be Boeing, Boeing, and the model to be 747. All right. So we have those objects instantiated, and next is to look through each of the objects. So we are going to say for x in, put in bracket and say car 2, comma, boat 2, comma, and plane 2. And after that, you put a double bracket and you indent your code, then print. First, we want to print x dot brand, x dot model, and after that, we look at each of the moves. So we say x dot brand. We want to know the brand name of each of those items. Then we say print x dot model. We want to know the model name. And the last one we say what, x dot move. All right. So in this case, the move are being called, the move from each of the child class are being called. That's why we said x dot move. So let's quickly look at that, and we should have an output. Oh, the boat is not BOA. Okay, that is BO. Okay, let me write the first statement for x in BAO. Okay, all right. Then we have this print x brand, print x model, and print move. All right, so we have our response as this. It prints x brand twice because I have it typed twice, and the model is just once. So, and each of them has their moves being displayed, which means the polymorphism in child class to parent class is achievable. So to round it up, we say child class inherit the properties and method from parent class. So in the example that we've carried out, each of the class have their own method, which is move. And as we loop through each of these method, we have the values being displayed, which means we can easily access the value of each method even if they have the same name. In Python, Python knows how to identify the exact method you are calling in order to give you the right output. So that's that on polymorphism. Then we move ahead to scope. In a few minutes, we start with scope. Thank you.